All right, guys, welcome to the first part of a new podcast we've come up. Welcome to Poison Minds. I am Archangel here with...
Nextgors. Howdy, y'all.
Hey, how's it going? All right.
God, that was southern as fuck.
Well, welcome to our new podcast. This is going to be something we're going to have regularly. This is going to be on its own channel. So, as right now, you're watching it on my channel. So, be sure to subscribe to the new channel. Yep, it's PMP. I always fuck that up because I always think of the song PIMP, Pimp by 50 Cent, because I didn't realize before, like, we came up with the name after like an hour of thinking of names, and all of a sudden it went PMP, and I went, oh my god, it almost looks like the word pimp. So
No, I think you said something like Poison Mind, and I was like, that'd be a fucking great podcast name. Let's use that.
Yeah, all right. So how's it going, everybody? This is well, this is a little interesting, we have a lot going on in the world, so we decided to, let's talk about everything and anything, and let's just have a podcast.
We'll never get the 3 hours back we spent on deciding a name. This name's amazing, looks it up. It's taken.
I feel like that's going to be every episode of this. Well, we're not getting that hour and a half or 2 hours back. Damn it! Damn it!
That's what my girlfriends always say.
Well, not getting those 2 minutes back. Damn it.
Oh.
So how are y'all doing out there? Let's unfortunately this episode's not live because, well, the channel takes 24 hours to let allow live streaming. YouTube. All right, so we're gonna talk about some topics. Eventually when we're live, we're gonna have you guys suggest anything in the comments and everything in the live stream, so you guys can enter the conversation yourselves, and we will I will monitor the comments and everything, so you guys can feel free to check that out when it happens. But hey, this is first episode, so it's gonna be a little rough, so bear with us. But any ideas there, Nextgors? You got any topics, anything you want to talk about today? Silence.
Sorry, as soon as you said that, I just looked up into the corner of my room, and all I could hear was the ER noise when somebody gets a flat line.
Oh.
Any topics?
Oh god, someone's dead. Yeah, someone's...
Any topics for today?
Oh crap.
Did you mean to make your mic cut out there?
No, I didn't mean that. No, that did cut out. That's great. That's awesome. That's amazing.
Cut out too.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's fucking great.
Well, guys, the pilot. This is a pilot episode. You got ER stuff. So, yeah. Oh, huge savings on top-rated items. Thanks, Walmart. That's what I need. I need notifications from my phone right now. I love the absurdity of just random things, because we're sitting here and we're like, what do we talk about? This is a podcast. Great first episode, guys.
Walmart!
Walmart! Yeah, you ever have fun at Walmart? That's like the #1 thing to do when you're bored, is let's go to Walmart and screw around. You ever have a fun day doing that?
I'm sorry. Jake Paul. Walmart!
We're going to Wally World, man. It's like a theme. It's like a redneck theme park. Walmart. You ever just go to Walmart and just have some fun?
Walmart's always the best place to go to if you ever feel down about your physical appearance.
Yeah, I've always, this is great. I've always thought of, okay, if you ever want to, like, if you don't give a shit for the day, just go to Walmart and get your stuff for cheap. But if you're willing to spend that the extra buck on everything you buy so that you don't have to see shitty looking people, you just go to Target.
Or... if you don't really care if you moderately care what you're dressed up like and just want to buy a whole bunch of stuff so you don't have to see people, Sam's Club.
Oh, Sam's Club. Yeah, I haven't been to a Sam's Club in years. I don't even think there's many Sam's Club around me. Yeah, Sam's Club.
I know one is about 2 to 3 hours away from me, and we usually go up there. So good.
So, yeah, this is, topic. Let's talk about Walmart and everything, yeah.
Place where you can buy a 48-pack of ramen and nobody's looking at you funny.
Yeah, right. A lot of ramen for $5. $5 for like 100 packs of ramen. Yeah.
I I can't remember. I don't know which state it is,
Mm-hmm.
but I know I really want to go to their Sam's Club because you can buy kegs.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing somewhere there was like a giant keg of like Jack Daniels or something like that at like
Yeah, it
one of
was
those places.
Jack.
It was like it's like the hugest keg, and I was like, oh, if I had the
It
money,
was
I
a
would.
giant wooden keg
Yup.
of Jack.
Just the keg alone
And a
looks
whole
really
bunch.
nice. It would be awesome to have.
Yeah, but
I would.
Slipknot couldn't use it because it's wooden. That'd
Oh,
be an interesting concert.
yeah, really.
Just as soon as they hit it, just shatters into a million pieces. Like, shit, we need another one!
Yeah, so I mean, I was thinking of like little things we could talk about today, but to gear you guys up for what this podcast is going to bring entail, I've always had ideas, for this kind of thing, and it took so long for me to finally just go, we did it, we got it, it's live, we're doing it, we got a project going, I got someone that actually wants to do it with me, which is great, and a good
found
co-host.
another idiot like me who wants to do this.
Right? Just sit here for hours and talk because we do it by pure accident all the time. Where we just like the end of an episode, like a live stream at Apex. It's been 3 hours since we played a match, and we're just sitting here chatting. Like,
who the fuck is outside? Are you recording next to a highway? I thought that was my house.
what? Me?
I just heard some motorcycle rev outside your
my
house.
My walls are thin as hell, man, and like, yeah, technically, like the street I'm on is not technically a highway, but the one right down the street, because I'm like a block, like not even a half a block from a square that is technically a highway. It doesn't look like a highway. You wouldn't think it's a highway. It just looks like a street, but it's technically one of the highways that goes right through the town. Because our main street through the town is supposed to be a highway, but it's labeled as one, even though it doesn't look like one. It just looks like your main street in a town. So.
I live next to Highway 69, and that's all the information anybody's gonna get about my location.
Nice.
It's somewhere along that giant stretch.
Yeah. I live on Route 69, if you know what I mean.
I got highway.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're going to use this podcast. I mean, mostly, obviously, you could tell in our little video here, which is not a video, but, an image. We play Minecraft, we play Borderlands, we play all kinds of games. We're gamers, so we're going to be a lot of gaming news and a lot of stuff that we're going to talk about.
I play Minecraft, you don't play that.
I play Minecraft? Some of my
You get bored of it way too quickly.
No. See, I've been playing Minecraft since, like, 2013. So, there's a reason Minecraft gets a little boring. You know what I mean? Like, Minecraft's the same thing, repetitive. It's a little hard to do it because it's like every time I play Minecraft, it's just the same exact thing over and over. It's a great game. I have no problem with
played it since 2008 or so.
Yeah, it's only been around since like 2011 or 2009.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it came out originally in 2009 in beta forms, and I think the official release was 2011. I could be wrong. Somebody fact check me in the comments there. Somebody fact check me. I know somebody will.
I got my friends I introduced my friends to the game, and that's all they play nowadays. So anytime we go over, they're like, "Let's play Minecraft."
It's definitely great to play. Yeah.
Yeah, but I never do any of the end shit. Like, I don't actually go to the end, go through the nether and all that shit. God damn it.
Yeah, so I mean, we can talk about, we're going to talk about all kinds of things during this podcast. We can talk about gaming news, all kinds of things, whatever weird stories that we have of our own lives, things like that. So, I mean, as of right now, did you hear about the Ubisoft Forward, I guess, came out? I guess there were some things with,
what?
I guess Ubisoft had their, whatever, their announcements or whatever. They called it Ubisoft Forward. I don't know why you would call it that. Hey, here, we're coming forward with our stuff, I guess, which is kind of what they were going for. Because apparently Far Cry 6 has been announced. That's new. That's something. I didn't care for 5 that much. 5 was not a bad game. It played well. It was a first-person shooter. So it had all the workings of a first-person shooter. Yeah, but I'm saying, like, it had all the things of a first-person shooter, and that was it. It was like, I won't spoil it, but, like, the ending sucked. It had some okay writing, but it was like it basically the ending came out with little, let me try not to spoil it too much. Like, it didn't matter. Like, what you did in the game was like, oh, yep, doesn't matter. What you did it's like whatever.
Oh. So basically every single Mass Effect?
Pretty much. Apparently, Watch Dogs 2 for PC will be free for everyone with a Uplay account.
Nice.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla release date is officially revealed.
Nice.
Yeah, Far Cry 6 leaked on PSN, apparently. Apparently, do you remember the, spoilers? Have you watched Breaking Bad? Much of Breaking Bad?
Are you talking about the show?
Yeah, the show. Yeah, have you watched Breaking Bad much?
I've watched all of it.
Okay, cool. Well, I forget his name. What was the black guy that blew up in the hospital? Was it the hospital, right? It's been a while since I've seen it.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
But
well, basically,
I know who you're talking
spoiler
about.
here. Yeah. That guy, he's going to be, I want to say, the villain of Far Cry 6. Yeah, he's going to be in it, which is actually pretty cool. Yeah, usually the villains are the best part of the Far Cry series. The villains are really, really good.
Oh, 100%.
The villain of Far Cry 2, 3, and 4 had really, really good villains. They were really nice. And I'm going to guess...
Unpopular opinion, but...
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Unpopular opinion, but it seems like every Far Cry villain has had more thought and detail put into them than most of the Far Cry games.
Yeah, really. The Far Cry villain in 5 was okay. He was decent, but he was an over-religious dude, and it was a little, like, you couldn't really sympathize with him as much as you could with the other games, especially with 4. You could kind of understand where he was coming from and his motivations in that game. You're like, oh, wow, all right.
Yeah.
Which I think every Far Cry you can actually side with the villain, like, right off the beginning of the game and end the game, like, within 10 minutes.
Which is
great.
Can't remember. Was, the enemy in Far Cry 4 the white-headed one with, like, the red jacket and shit?
Yeah, the pink jacket with, like, did he have a mohawk, a blonde hair at least?
No.
Did he have, like, a blonde hair or something
He
like
had
that?
white hair.
Or was it white? Alright, so it was, like, bleach.
White hair, and I think
white.
it just...
Yeah,
I think it was just, like, moved over to one side, like...
Yeah, something like that. I definitely
like
know there was some
remake of
style
Dante
to it.
or some shit.
Yeah, I could actually pull an image of that, but yeah.
I just love the fact of if you did nothing for the beginning couple of minutes of that game, he'd just come back like, oh, okay, and boom, you've done.
Yeah, you could end the game. Yeah, oh yeah, he had his side shaved. Yeah, his hair is white. It's like a really bleach white. Like blonde, bleach blonde.
Speedrunning tactics. Don't do shit.
You can end Far Cry 5 actually right off the bat. You can just follow. You can just like basically join the cult or something like that. And it's like it's a religious cult called Eden's Gate. It's disturbing that game. But yeah, so it's like I mean Far Cry. The characters, the companions were fun, but other than that, it was very repetitive and it got boring really quickly. So
for me, that antagonist, I didn't hate him for the reasons I should hate a antagonist in a video game. Like,
right.
To pull up at least one of my favorite antagonists in a video game, Razor from 2005's Need for Speed Most Wanted.
Oh, okay. Right.
I love that one because
as far as antagonists,
he cheated in a race.
As far as antagonists go, I think some of the best ones were like Handsome Jack. Was great.
Oh yeah, Handsome Jack was.
Handsome Jack.
He was an amazing antagonist.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of them. Like my mind's blanking now that I'm trying to think of like best villains in video games because there's a lot. But yeah.
One of my favorites has always been Razor from Most Wanted, just because you're just a fresh street racer who's come into town, basically beating the entire blacklist. You come up to like the 15th member because in the beginning of Most Wanted, he just what he did was he cut the oil line from your engine. So like I don't know, like a minute or two into the race, your car just stutters out, and then he wins your car, and then uses your car to actually beat the entire blacklist.
Right.
So he literally got to be the main character because he fucked you over, and the way the whole entire system is set up, like, it makes you just want to be extremely pissed off at him. Which I found that wonderful.
Alright. Well, alright. We're hitting about 15 minutes here, you know? This is gonna be the beginning of the podcast.
I suppose when we do an actual episode, if we record one after this, I'll talk about one of the upcoming releases I'm super excited about.
Yeah, no, let's end the episode on that topic. No, let's do that because I was actually literally just bringing up because I was curious about that this morning. Actually, what was coming this July? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
The video game I'm talking about isn't coming in July. Actually, it doesn't even have a release date.
What's upcoming? Go ahead.
It could be released in 2021 or 2022 for all we know.
Yeah.
But Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown.
Oh, all right. That sounds interesting.
The last game that was released was in 2011, and it's gone. I'm pretty sure just downhill from there because the game company who owned the license for Test Drive went under.
Oh,
so they just sold everything.
Right. Who did
and
they sell it
the
to?
Test Drive license, no, it actually bounced between person to person for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite things about it is if you watch the person actually talk about it, like the little teaser trailer, is the main person who's spearheading the project.
Right.
Is one of the people who worked on part 1 and part 2.
Oh, okay. That's good. Yeah.
Which I find absolutely amazing. But besides that, we've only been given a small teaser. Like some of the cars that's been introduced and shit like that. I don't know. Nobody knows what map they're going to use or shit like that. But I'm going to guess like they're just gonna add in one extra island, like because part 1 was only Ibiza, Spain.
Oh, okay.
Part 2 they added in Hawaii.
Oh,
and part 3 I just think they're gonna add in another island. Just keep going with that rule.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, July looks kind of interesting. I mean, we got some re-releases. So here's the full lineup for July of what's really coming out this July, guys. So check this out. We got July 1st was Trackmania, so we're a little into July. So up for now, Marvel's Iron Man VR came out. That was for the PSVR, actually. PSVR exclusive. So I'm really looking forward to that. That looks really cool. I have not bought a VR game in a while. I have a VR game that someone got me because they needed to get like, one of those like 4 for something at GameStop, and they're like, I don't like any of these games, dude. Do you want something? And I was like, I don't know. And he's like, well, how about this? This is a VR game. And I looked at it. It's the same studio that made Bloodborne. It was the two studios that made Bloodborne. It's the two of them. It's From Software and Studio Japan, which is a PlayStation studio. The two of them teamed up and made Bloodborne, which is why Bloodborne was an exclusive. Which, honestly, I feel is much better than some of the Dark Souls, although I love Dark Souls 3. I like all the Dark Souls. They're really, really good. Dark Souls 3 was fantastically fun, but Bloodborne was honestly my favorite of all of them. But they teamed up to do a game. I forget what it's called. It's like, I don't have it on hand, but yeah, sorry. But we are releasing. What do we got? What's up? No, go ahead.
I will say one of my favorite VR games that you can find for pretty fucking cheap too, because it was a release game for VR.
Oh right,
is Blood and Truth.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah,
I've already done.
I've seen some of that.
I've already done an entire live stream of the entire thing on my channel.
Oh, you have the whole thing. Yeah, so guys, go check that out. Be sure to check that out on nextgors channel.
And Angel, just for you, it's an easy platinum.
Oh shit! I love platinums. Thank you.
I am missing.
That's awesome.
I'm missing like 1 or 2.
Yeah,
trophies
if you want a
from
really good,
platinum
if you want an easy platinum that's really fun, get Job Simulator on the VR. It's fun as hell.
Nice.
It's really fun. Or you can get the creator of Rick and Morty, his accounting VR plus.
Virtual reality? Oh,
that one too. No, that one too. I don't think I've platinumed that one, but accounting plus is an easy platinum as well. That one's really fun to platinum and to find the little secrets you got to do to get the platinum. That one's fun as hell.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that. But let's go back to the rest of July. Yeah, I know, right? We're just off topic, man.
If I may, I think the only trophy I'm actually missing in Blood and Truth is just finding all of the collectibles.
Right. Yeah, of course, that's always the last trophy, man, for anything.
one of the trophies I earned, like close to like not even within like my first 2 hours of playing, which surprised the hell out of me, was get 5 consecutive headshots.
Wow. All right, that's cool. Good shit. All right,
And and I got it from a segment where we're just driving down the road and I have to lay gunfire down to kill these bikers and shit.
Let me guess, the bing, and then you're like, oh, I got a trophy.
Yeah, I just saw that and I was like, wait, what the fuck?
I did that the other day with an achievement with Gears of War. There's a kind of trophy where you have to get, Gears of War has that mechanic where you have to reload at a specific timing, and when you reload, you can get perfect reloads, and you reload like 100 times faster, and you also do more damage for a couple extra bullets. And I did 5 or 10 of them in a row perfectly, and you get an achievement for that. And I was like, what?
I think you're awesome. Gonna love the 2 big dogs we have, because my mom decided to name me and my mom. We didn't even collaborate on the names or anything.
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
But our 2 big dogs are named Marcus and Dom.
That's awesome. That's hilarious. See, the thing is, I'm not a big Xbox guy. I don't really like Xbox that much, but the original couple Gears of War are. I like Gears of War, and I have it on PC, so it's really nice.
I've played almost every single Gears of War.
Yeah, Gears of War is definitely nice. I do like the Gears of War games.
Until, like, the 360 or so.
Yeah, I do like
until, like, the 360 reached its end of life cycle.
Yeah, the 360,
I haven't played that,
once the Kinect came out, Xbox totally gave up on trying to do first-party exclusives. They really shit on themselves because they focused all their effort into the Kinect is what they did. And then PlayStation didn't start off as well because Xbox in that generation had 1 year ahead of them, which was different, but PlayStation really stepped it up, and then PlayStation ended their generation in 2013 with The Last of Us, which became a masterpiece. So PlayStation ended up
Didn't you spend like 3 days just binge playing Last of Us 2?
Yo, The Last of Us 2, unpopular opinion, is absolutely fantastic. There are so many good scenes with it. You know, no spoilers here, but it is fantastic despite what people say. I think people are being biased about it. I think it's fantastic, so... But yeah, I'm gonna end this video here. I mean, the last thing I want to say, though, the apcoming games that I'm mostly excited for, the new Resident Evil was announced. Village was announced. That looks absolutely unbelievable, and I'm so glad... some people might be annoyed by it, but I'm so glad they decided to cancel the current gen versions and port it completely to the next gen so that it basically doesn't get held back, because anytime they do that with games, they get held back because they have to be able to support, you know, the game has to be able to be the same game on both generations, so it really holds games back when they do that, which I'm glad, and that's...
I know most people are thinking that's what's going to happen with the next test drive, is it's going to be next console only.
Yeah, that's a game I'm looking forward to. Ghost of Tsushima is coming out this month on the 17th. That looks really good. We're getting a new Paper Mario game this month.
Nice.
That's going to be really good. Destroy All Humans is getting a remake, although it's a 1-for-1 remake, so it's literally the exact same game with prettier graphics, so it's not really that much of a great
I don't give a crap. I'm still buying it.
Destroy All Humans was good, but it was very repetitive because it's a product of its time. They should have did what Ratchet and Clank did and remade it, but also remade it and did like a mix of both, like what Resident Evil 2 did, which they perfected the original, but still like new people would love it and original fans would love it as well. But they just basically just upped the graphics, which I mean is a fair way to do it though, because it looks good. It looks like a really good engine and everything. But
I will say, the main reason why I'm super excited for it is, one, I grew up watching that gameplay. My brother James played it when I was a child.
That was a kid game when I was a big game when I was a kid too. Yeah,
I did the same thing with the Jak and Daxter series. I have it all uploaded on my channel.
I love the Jak and Daxter series. I platinumed the first one so far. That was absolutely... Like, I was almost in tears when I did that, just because it was such a childhood thing. Like, me and my family actually played that together, and I, like, beating it as an adult and being, like, the nostalgia. I was, like, I saw the platinum pop up after I got, like, the last fucking couple precursor orbs, and I was just, like, so happy. Like, it was something that, like, that's sitting on my profile now, but, like, that, I did that, and it's, like, I love that. I loved every minute of playing it again.
I know my last stream, like the final stream I did for Jak 2, my PlayStation took the best photo it possibly could.
I have never beaten Jak 2. I've beaten Jak and Daxter. I've beaten Jak 3, And for some reason, when I was a kid, I could never beat the one mission in Jak 2. It was just literally impossible to beat. We couldn't do it.
I can understand that. Some of those missions were a little rough.
It was like you were like being ambushed, and you had to get an artifact piece on the docks, and it was like there were so many enemies shooting at you at once. It was like it was impossible, and I've never to this day have figured out how to beat that mission.
I know the only game in that whole entire series that actually made me extremely angry, because apparently it got tougher since the last time I played it, was Jak X.
Yeah, I haven't ever gotten to play Jak X. That looks good, and there's actually
it's
unknown
difficult.
Yeah, it seems like, but there's also an unknown 4th Jak and Daxter game.
Yeah, the PSP one.
Yeah, there's actually like an actual fourth story mode game.
I heard it wasn't actually that good though.
Yeah, but I always wanted to try it because you know what? People say that, and some of the mechanics and the new things that they added to the game and the story actually seem really, really interesting. And it's so no one ever talks about that one, and it makes me it's confusing because it's like, you know, I just want to try it just to see how it is for myself, because, you know, people shit on things and then you're like, nah, it's underrated, or no, all right, everyone was right. And, you know, it's not, all 3 of them are on the PSN
Give
right
it a
now,
try.
but the 4th one's not. I think, what do they call it? They call it Jak and Daxter again, I think.
No, it did have a
It was like Jak and, it had a sub thing, but it was like Jak and Daxter or something, because it was like the world was running out of eco or something, like that's the plot line for it, and like you have to do something with it.
It was mainly just a flying game.
Was it really?
I think you just only played as Dax. You rarely played as Jak.
Yeah, Daxter had his own PSP game. That was different, yeah.
Yeah.
There was the Daxter game, which was apparently pretty decent, because Clank got his own game too. Agent Clank.
But, one thing that I was going to add on with the whole, destroy all humans thing.
Oh, yeah.
Besides the fact that either way, Invader Zim was my favorite childhood show. And seeing that voice actor come back is going to be fantastic.
Yeah,
I even have a Gur jacket.
Was great. Yeah, seeing him in that show would it was just like, that's such an iconic voice, and I love it. His voice is so unique. I love it.
I actually traded a Bob Ross t-shirt with my girlfriend because I wanted her Gur jacket.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I was like, yeah, take any of my shirts. I want this jacket.
All right, well.
I don't care if it's most of you. I just love Gur.
I think we're hitting like half an hour now, since we kind of expanded this a little longer.
Yeah, let's go ahead and
So, you know, this is going to be a little preview. You know, we're going to do about, you know, 1.5 to 2 hour videos, but these are going to be podcasts videos. So, you know, go check out our new channel, Poisoned Minds. This is going to be the, you know, first little introduction, so get a little taste. If you like what you hear, you know, if you want to get in on the conversation next time, we should be live by the next time we do one of these. And if nextgors, if you want,
that sounded way too creepy. If you like what you hear,
if you like what you hear. All right, darling, if you like what you hear, come to us when we're live, okay? We're going to have coffee talk,
If you like what you hear,
we're gonna have coffee talk
some more.
All right, now me and Megatron are going to leave, or Dr. Claw. I'll get you, Gadget. I was just going.
I was going to say something into the microphone to that girl, but I can't stop fucking laughing.
So if you guys want more hijinks, man, come check out our new channel. Check out our podcast channel. We'll be live next time.
I'll see you there, Dr. Gadget.
Dr. Gadget? I didn't know. Go, Gadget! I don't know.
If you don't think he wasn't a doctor, you are shitting yourself.
Actually, there are theories that Dr. Claw was Gadget. It's the same. It was the original Gadget, and the robot Gadget was a replacement or some shit like that.
Who fucking knows?
Yeah, go check out theories.
We'll catch you all next time.
Yeah, just go check out Poison.
Subscribe to the podcast and all that.
Yeah, and if you guys want to check out, by the time we upload this, maybe Nextgors and me might be live.
Links in the description.
Yeah, we're gonna check this out. We're gonna be live every once in a while, and go check us out. We might be live right now playing a game or something. So go say hi, tell us that you saw this episode, and we'll see you guys then.